Have you ever tried to name your YouTube channel and you find that it sucks or it's not what you think it should be, or it could be better creative, or more creative rather? Well, you're not alone. Don't worry. You are not alone. We're in good company. We are. If you've noticed, I changed my YouTube channel again. That is the problem of an overthinker. We're constantly thinking of other ways to do stuff. Not because necessarily because we're comparing ourselves to others, but because we are overthinkers. I'm an overthinker anyway, but I thought of sharing a few cringy names that I've seen on YouTube, which are YouTube channels, but I thought I'd be embarrassing those who own the channels and which would not be respectful of me. So I'm going to keep it as clean as possible. But do you think you would have clicked on this if it was called mega millennial retirement? Or would you have clicked on it if I said from millennial to retirement? I've pondered on so many names to call my YouTube channel from the different stages in the past 3 years. And every time I come up with something, I'm always changing the name. That's probably another reason why I'm not monetized. Maybe, but the thing is, your channel name almost rings like a LinkedIn bio, isn't it? Because it needs to stand out, it needs to make sense, and it should not scare people away from clicking on it. But at least also, to an extent, it should tell people about what your channel is about. That's usually what I always think about it. There's that quote that says a name is the blueprint of your brand. But I also believe that my name is the sweetest, most beautiful thing to my ears. So if anyone calls my name, I would turn with a smile. Maybe that's just me. If people don't get your name in 3 seconds, they would probably move on. It's like remembering Erin on demand or remembering Joe Malone as the perfume maker. There's so much packed into a name. So if your channel name sounds like a Wi-Fi password, then you have a problem because it makes it very difficult for people to remember. They might remember your face, but if they don't remember your name, it's a problem. But there's also naming your channel after games, just like gamers do. You might have Fortnite Legend 111. And after a while, you find that, oh, Fortnite is not cool anymore. You don't want to play Fortnite anymore on YouTube. Well, then what happens? You've got a bunch of people who now remember you as a Fortnite gamer 111. What are you going to do? There's also, is anybody searching for Dave's random stuff and odd things? No. So why name your channel Stacy the washing up liquid woman? Something like that. And also you have to be proud of what your channel name is. I almost always think when if a family member were to ask me what my channel name is, would I be able to say it with my full chest? I don't know. But anyway, so I have decided to change my YouTube channel name and I will be sticking to what I have now. But there are a few things I thought about. The first thing was that I wanted something memorable and simple. I thought of so many YouTube channels that had, okay, for instance, Mr. Beast, there's MKBHD, there's PewDiePie. They're easy to say, they're easy to remember. There's Journey to Midlife, there's a small retired life, what was I list? Oh yes, there's Rob the Maritimer. Maybe the more we watch them, the more we remember their names. But at the same time, they are memorable, they're straight to the point, they're simple. The other thing was that I wanted it to be relevant to my content. So, for instance, if you're making tech videos, you won't have something called Grandma's Knitting Corner, would you? No. So for me, it's about millennials. It's about women over the age of 40. It's about having flexible careers. It's about creating a better retirement. It's about making money on YouTube. And I can't find a word that strings all of that together. So I just thought, let's just go with what I have, my own name. But also, I think what happened was when I decided what I was going to call the channel, I went to check the availability. Is it available? And I found out that there were so many variations of my name. And that got me thinking a bit. Because even where there is another channel with something similar to B, it was actually Brie, but it's listed and came up within the search results. Then I also thought long term, do I want to stick with this for the longest of time? I wanted to avoid anything that locks me into one particular, niche, and that would make me unsure of myself later in the future. And there were a few things, after all that thought, there are a few things you can possibly do if you find that you're in the same pool as I am. You can try word mashups. So you can have things like Netflix, which is internet and flicks. I'm trying to think of something else. You can have, there's a channel name called Busy and Blooming. She had a name and then she had Busy and Blooming afterwards. So I'm guessing that her names are very popular. You can have I am and then your name. You can have the and then your name, just like I did. You can try name generators as well. They're not perfect, but they will definitely give you some ideas. You can try AI. You can ask ChatGPT for ideas without getting too personal, because you're not supposed to put personal information on ChatGPT. You can ask friends. So if your friends laugh out loud, as in an embarrassing way, you might want to reconsider it. Then also you can do the say it loud test. So you can pronounce it as loud as you possibly can. And if it sounds weird to you, to your ears, then it's probably weird. That might be something you want to think about. Don't think about it like naming a child. It's not that big of a deal. Come up with something. Come up with variations of it. And then something's bound to stick, I'm sure I can go on YouTube and find some weird names, but now I've decided to go with my name. So if we haven't met, my name is Hannah. I am Anna B, and I'm the woman who teaches by being. Until my next video.